just wanna leave tonight. We can go anywhere we want, drive down to the coast, jump in the sea. Just take my hand and come with me, yeah.
Good morning. Today is Monday, April 27th. It's also National Prime Rib Day, so have some old Southern prime ribbage.
Now over to some more announcements.
Good afternoon, cvHS. Today is looking like a high of 68, low of 40. It's going to be sunny. Tomorrow is looking like a high of 63, low of 44. It's going to be cloudy. Keep us outside, box.
Here comes the sun.
This week, Maine's governor vetoed a bill that would have made the state the first to ban construction of new data centers. As CBS's Chanel Call reports, the move comes at a time of growing resistance in several states to the booming artificial intelligence industry.
I keep the doors closed all the time.
It's a sunny afternoon in Atlanta, Georgia. But inside Carolyn Kane's 3,000 square foot home, it's cold.
I'm walking around in a ski suit, trying to stay warm in the winter. My fur jackets.
It's just one of the ways Kane has tried to beat her skyrocketing electric bills.
So effectively your bill had almost doubled in like 2 years.
Yeah.
She's now turned off her heat and water, leaving much of this home hard to live in.
So where do you live right now?
I live in a little apartment in the back.
Is Carolyn's story unique?
Carolyn's story is not unique. So this is the data center, and I'd like you to...
Patty Duran founded nonprofit advocacy group Georgians for Affordable Energy. She's been tracking the cost of electricity in the state for over a decade.
The average bill for an average customer used to be about $150 a month. The average bill now is $225.
A CBS News analysis found Georgia Power, the largest energy provider in the state, imposed 6 rate hikes in the last 3 years, during which time the Vogtle nuclear power plant came online and Georgia saw a boom in data centers. Data centers, Duran says, came to Georgia for discounted power.
So data centers are actually paying less for electricity than
Far
residents?
less.
Across the country, new data centers are driving up utility bills in at least 13 states. This analysis found Americans who live near data centers are paying as much as 267% more for energy than 5 years ago. And in the next 5 years, the amount of energy consumed by commercial buildings like data centers in Georgia will more than double.
Data centers will add billions of dollars to costs to electricity rates in Georgia if we don't get better protection than we have right now.
Within the last year, Georgia Power announced a rate freeze and agreed to use revenue from large customers like data centers to lower costs for residents. Georgia Power denies passing the cost of data centers on to others.
There is no risk that residential customers will end up paying for the costs of this large growth, including data centers.
But for Georgians like Kane, already taking extreme measures,
I guess maybe it is time, give up my home.
it might be too late. Chanel Call, CBS News, Atlanta, Georgia.
Graduating seniors, it's that time of year that we ask you to complete your senior survey. Please respond to the following questions, responding only to the items that apply to you. Every senior must submit this form regardless of future plans. It is important to note that final transcripts are prepared and mailed based on the information provided here. The link to the senior survey is on Schoology. Please ask Mrs. McDaniel in the guidance office if you have any questions. The survey needs to be completed by May 15th.
Attention any students interested in a career in tattooing. Former CV student Sam Younger will be in room 212 on Wednesday, April 29th during 4th block. If you want to see her presentation and ask any questions, see Mr. Myers for a pass.
The school store will be closing for the year on May 22nd. We have 4 weeks left. Keep demonstrating positive behaviors, earning points, and order from the store to redeem your rewards. Remember, your rewards do not carry over to next year. Check out all the new stuff that has been added to the store.
Attention all TSA students. If you would like to attend the TSA picnic on May 20th, please contact Mr. Thomas.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tales, you still roll them out to my soul. Tell me the stop whenever the smoke clear out of my face and my picture all of that green and yellow that drip in your eyes just tell it.
Boys tennis season has come to a close for 2026 as CJ Nugent and Daniel Subers made to the second round of flight tournaments in the quarterfinals, where they unfortunately got knocked out by JP McCaskey. We had a pretty good run this season, ending up second in the section, tied with both Donegal and LS. We unfortunately couldn't qualify for the LL team tournament, but everybody all around had a pretty good season. And just some takes backs from this year, just moving into next year with a lot more energy, a lot more focus, and just trying our best to compete and stay at a pretty high level. So thank you, CV Boys Tennis, and thank you to all who participated.
Congratulations to all of the Penn Relay competitors over this past weekend. Sports for today, our track and field is away at Solanco starting at 4. JV and varsity softball are home against Ephrata, both starting at 4:15.
JV and varsity boys lacrosse are away at Hempfield, varsity at 4:15 and JV at 5:45. JV and varsity baseball are away at Warwick, both at 4:15. JV and varsity girls lacrosse are home against Hempfield, JV at 5:45 and varsity at 7. Now we're talking and back to the anchors.
Yep.
No. That's all the announcements we have for you today. The quote of the day is, you have to know that somebody is always trying to be better and trying to take your number one spot. With that in the back of your mind, I've got a chip on my shoulders. Quincy Wilson.
On behalf of WCVH, this is Evan.
Alongside Ethan,
Have a Miles Morales Monday.
Does it